morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am Gamion. I will be your game developer for the stream. I'm a AAA game developer by day and an indie by night on the weekends. With me is my co-host Mega Kitty, who is Ellen. Thanks for the follow. So I'm developing an online multiplayer soccer brawler called Field of Heroes. Been working on it for a couple years now. Let's see if you can get that name right. No, I'm not gonna get that name right. I'm just gonna say thanks for the follow. Anyway, so I'm working on an online multiplayer soccer brawler that I hope to release middle of this year or so. A lot of the work is done, but there's still much to do, mostly with polish. Sandy's here forced me? Oh, okay. All right, well then we'll make that a unofficial follow then. Have you two played the game together in the playtest? No. Usually I don't stream on Sundays, but I just figured I'd do a little bonus stream here because it's been I've been on vacation more or less for the past 2 weeks. A lot of it was downtime, just relaxing from the game, development, and relaxing from work as well. Working on those projects, really takes up a lot of your time and kind of makes you exhausted, but I think I got my energy back and ready to take on the rest of this year. Yes, my Mega Kitty she's a 12-year-old gray tabby, and she looks like almost a picture, but she's quite content right now. Right, Mega Kitty? Let's give her a highlight shot here. Yep, so that is Mega Kitty. Again, I don't normally stream on Sundays, but I figured, what the heck, other people are streaming, and I got some stuff I want to do. I got a lot of stuff to do, really. So one of those things is a little polishing on the field itself. This is one of the fields. This field is called Slog Bog. I'll give you kind of a broader look at that. So Slog Bog is... So that's kind of a... Oh, no, Meg Kitty, don't go anywhere. Oh, she's leaving, and she's gone. So let me see if I can not highlight the whole thing at once. Yeah, that's better. Well, no. No. Now, whatever, this will work. So I paid an artist to make this for me. And by the way, these log rides up here, if you notice, these are actual log rides with these little orcs on them, and they go down during the game. And if you hit them, then you get knocked down and you get back up. So that's sort of the metagame on this. And I used to have it so these rivers here would slow you down, but people complained that they didn't want to be slowed down, so I took it out. But I still like the rivers going through. It's a lot of fun. It was actually my artist's idea to have that, and I like to. It's a orc fun house. Well, actually, it's an orc water park, but these particle effects just won't do. So I was actually in the process of replacing these with something more splashy, because these circular particles just don't really look right here. So I was just looking. This is the particle system that is used. So I want to replace that. So it looks like it's just. Basic particle emitter. Let's see. Let's look into. Let's make a new folder for this. Particles. Make a new Niagara system. Not blowing. Not burst. Kind of a fountain. What's the difference between a lightweight and a regular fountain? It's too bright and pops into the eye too much. Other than that's pretty decent. Well, we could just shrink them. See how that looks. See, I was thinking about maybe replacing the texture. So I have I search on filter on textures. Yeah, splash, something like that maybe, or a splash hit. Yeah, splash hit might be something. So we'll try that. So let's start by just shrinking them then. Size by life. What do we got? So it looks like over time it starts at 2. Slightly darker and a second for singular splashes. Yeah, could. And honestly, you still have 200 ping on that game. Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. There's kind of international players. A lot of the very first playtest I had, every single player was from a different country. No joke. Every single player, and I couldn't filter on countries without shelling out a lot of money to have more customized experiences. But yeah, every single player is in a different country, and I didn't know what to do. Now, since that playtest, I've made improvements to the networking. I've made it better, more seamless, less rubber bands, less jagginess, but still, it is a problem I'm going to have to lock horns with as I get more players, and as one of the fields has a moment where there's a lot of particles in it, and it slows down the host player. And when they get slowed down, everyone gets slowed down, and it's not good. So, but first, I do still want to use a different emitter, because this is what is called a cascade emitter, and this is the old school emitter. This was the old way of Unreal doing things. So I want to make a new one that looks similar to that. So we're going to make a new Niagara system. I do want to lightweight because I want to be mindful of performance. And here's the thing, I mean, this is, for an Unreal game, this is really not that demanding. So, I mean, it's not an FPS with beautiful horizons and such, but I'll tell you, you'd be surprised at how bad the frame rate can be, even with a simple setup like this, if you're not paying attention to optimizations. So let's see, slog, bog, splash. All right, so we got this. When we got here, so one thing I noticed is that what is the spawn shape? Let's see if we can make this. Wait, can I even convert this? Ooh, can I convert this to? Can I? Oh, and that's a plugin. That's right. That's a plugin that does that. It doesn't really do it that well anyway. All right. Well, what's the shape? So 500 to 800. We actually want to probably reduce that a little bit. 500 to 800. Spawn rate. Rate. $500 to 800, just like that, and we're gonna cut that number down. Rate scale, constant, fine. But the shape is what I'm interested in. Like per scale, like how is it? Cylinder, that's it. So they're doing a cylinder. Of radius 50. Height 400. How did I add a shape? I've seen this before. I just don't remember what how to add it. How do I make it spawn in a cylindrical shape? Cylinder. Okay, we're getting there. 400 with radius 50. Wait a minute. How is it? Is this? Oh, height axis is X. That's why. So for this, height axis. Scale. Now scale X, Y, Z, the red one. Let's see. So again, this has X-axis as the height. But I'm wondering if I just rotate this. Okay. So we're getting similar here. Velocity scale and start location. Okay, so that's pretty normal. Initial velocity, here we go. That's nothing. Distribution, so I believe the velocity is here. So it's in a cone. I don't really know if I need to mess with this too much. Oh, there we go. Wait, what's the lifetime on this? I hate when the minimum is 1 and max is 0.5. I don't... What does that mean? Does it mean it's always going to be 0.5? What if I just copy those values over? Okay, now it's really close now. And there's the color too. Okay, that's probably mostly for the alpha. Okay. I'm not clear is the initial color. So why are these white? So these are okay, probably because of this. I'm gonna go for more of a green. I might do like a color over time. Maybe this is it. That's over a number of seconds. So let's take the red down to just red. Okay, that's what I thought. And then let's just do blue. Take that down to 0. So now we have the green, but it's kind of bright. Let's get that to 0.5. Oh, no. Blue. Okay, green. 0.5. Okay. There's not really that fizz, though. It's all just going down. Well, there's kind of a fizz. Maybe I need to make these a little bit bigger. Sprite size. Oh, what's the size on this one? Oh, 75/15. Oof. Yeah, that won't do. Let's try making them smaller. I just want to start putting them in now. Let's take a case study right here. and disable this. Wait, maybe I can. Auto activate. Let's turn it off. Okay. So before I delete it, I want to leave it. Okay, so now here's what we got. Not a big fan of this at all. Move that back in a little more. So we're going to reduce the size of the particles a bit. Let's say 45, 8, 7. We're going to reduce the rate by half. Oh, less than half. Ugh. Okay. Alright, let's put the rate up a little bit. I also want to experiment with the textures a bit. So we're gonna hide this emitter. Actually, no, we're gonna keep this original one, and we're gonna try different textures here. I think I'd splash. Ugh. I think it needs to be, what was that other splash? No, not that. Yeah, this. This was what I was wondering how it would look. No. Nah. If I did try increasing the rate a bit. Size. Can I randomize the color? Maybe it's because this is a simplified emitter that I'm not getting that option. I want to be able to maybe randomize the color a little bit. Wait, what's a lightweight emitter? I don't remember seeing that before. Oh, wow. Let's go to fountain. Wait, what's this one? No, let's do a fountain. Now, can I convert this one to... I guess it won't let me. Drat. Alright, I'm gonna take this one, because, yeah, it just doesn't work. And we'll make that not lightweight. So it's like they're gonna copy over the properties. Make that a range. Oh, can't make that a range. Randomize that. Shape, we're going to do cylinder. And what was the 450? Can't read that from here. Terrible columns. rotation 90 degrees. Not quite what I expected. This one, same thing. Velocity's 100. Try the rotation again. Doesn't seem to have any effect that I can tell. Wish I could visualize the cylinder that was spawning along. Yeah, I'm just not seeing any effect. What's this? That's better. Alright, so back to this. Why is it not spawning like a cylinder? That's the question. I wonder. I guess that's a workaround. Compared to this. Doesn't look very foamy though. What's the initial velocity? Yeah, now this looks like popcorn. Looks good. But I want to get back to setting the initial color. So let's go from kind of a dark green to a brighter green. Yeah, that kind of looks a little fuzzy. Not sure that's gonna. Ooh, that's not gonna work. Wait, do I need to rotate this too? Wait, what if I had the scale and the rotation? Nope, no difference. It's like it has no effect. Oh, there we go. What if I rotate now? Oh, I bet it's something to do with screen facing, probably. Alright, let's not do that scale. What I don't get, though, is why the rotation has no effect on this. Yeah, we could do a sphere. Could do a box. It might actually be better. Yeah, it still looks like there's no effect. Let's do some extreme. Let's do like a... oh, no, I didn't do anything. Let's do 1,000. Okay, so we got that. Let's see how it looks. Why is it still... oh. It's not local world space, is it? That's better. What was the lifetime? 0.5 and 1. Still looks kind of weird. Let's do 300. Shrink that a bit. Alright, that's closer to the other one. Yeah, that one just looks more frothy, more alive, but it still looks like the wrong emitter. Actually, what is the velocity anyway? Okay, it looks a little more frothy. Yeah, that's pretty close. Still looks wrong though. So I could, yeah, reduce the particle size a bit. I'm going to make a duplicate of this so I can experiment with it further. So let's delete this, because we're not going to use that anymore. Make this our main. We're going to make this experimental one to try different textures with. I wanted that one that I saw earlier, the hit. Wait, what's this? Magic water? Oh. That's interesting. What's that look like? Yeah. Not terrible, but maybe kind of terrible. Ooh. Kind of, that's interesting. But you can't really see it up close. What if we move this down? And then we had another emitter that was smaller. And let's do a higher velocity. And size. 10 to 15, let's see, 5 to 20. 10 to 20. And the color. Let's make the default a little brighter so it's easier to see. So you can kind of see there's additional frothing, well, kind of bubbling going up, like that. Now I can't really see it. And these look kind of big, and I think I want smaller particles but more of them. So we'll do... let's see. There's so many things I just can't keep track. Alright, so we'll do smaller. Let's do 15, 30. And we'll bring them in a little closer to more of them. So we're going to now go to the spawn rate, increase that. Ooh, that's pretty high spawn rate. At least they have a short lifetime. We're going to need more than that. No, it doesn't look right. If I made them smaller still... and just bring the whole thing in closer. And I can hardly even see them at all. Maybe the alpha needs to be... No, that's not the alpha, it's the texture. I really don't want to emit more, but I'm going to have to try it. make him a little bigger. Whoa! I don't want that. Also, what's the initial velocity? Okay. Increase gravity a bit. Yeah, I still can't really see anything, though, if I bring this back up a little. That just looks silly. What if we just didn't have a splash? Yeah, maybe it should just be more subtle in the end. Maybe not try to go up so high. Oh, what was that? I don't know what I just did, but then this... What is this? Timeline. I don't want that. What are you doing to me, Unreal? I don't know how I got in here. That's better. Alright, so what we're going to do here is... what is this? Initialize shape. Let's tone this velocity down. First of all. Secondly, let's tone the verticality, the box down a bit. Let's take the lifetime down too. Yeah, because by the time they're like maybe half their lifetime, they're already going to be hidden out of view, so... Alright, let's widen back to 300. And these need to be bigger. Okay, but they need to, their initial velocity needs to be less. I wish I could see it without that icon there. I think I'm getting close. Maybe I need to bring it down a bit. I like the splashes, but not the solid bubbles. I think what I want to do with those solid bubbles. Let me just make them bigger. That looks better. It looks better than what was there before. Keep in mind that most of the time the camera's going to be here. Bring him in a little closer. No, need to be farther. 75. I don't know, maybe these need to be spawning and even more restricted. Like that, and then have less velocity. Yeah, that makes me a little more filled. And I still want to increase the spawn rate. Fill out more of that space. I'll just make them bigger. Is that 90 degrees? There we go. Yeah, let's try that. I want to have these correspond with the names of the emitters I'm replacing. So let me... Alright, I'm getting rid of this one. Alright, where's 6? Five. Hold up. This needs to be out more. And that's 3, so let's bring that next. Got one up here for 7. Can't even see that. Let's bring it up. And where's the last one? Oh, yes. I really wish I could have those mitter icons, but yeah. The ones at the ends of the water of the falls here look decent, but these don't. I need to make these bigger, kinda. Can I scale these individually? Yes, I can. Okay. Let's do... if I'd scale like that. Eh. Let's bring these up too. I think that weird thing is that there's gaps here. Maybe that's the problem. Let's do that. Take another one and replace these two. Then we'll make this one bigger. Well, it looks better than the previous one. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it. This one looks really like, you can do like that. See how it plays out. Take a chance on this. Kind of look like they're off the ground a bit much. Maybe they're too bright. That's the other thing. Okay, they still look a little bit off the ground, but all that would making them go further south would simply just make the particles more disappear more. So we're gonna take these, move them up just a hair, and let's go to this, and we're gonna make them darker. That makes the splashes come out more, that's for sure. Let's make these a little darker too. That looks better to me, but the top doesn't look right. It's clearly a straight line. Let's do something about that. Okay, the one on the right looks higher than the rest. Let's fix that. It looks better. This definitely looks better than it did this morning. I might roll with that. I want to change the scale on this one, though. Let's make that just 0.1. Yeah, it still looks weird. See how that looks. Yeah, I can live with that. Alright, I think we got some improvement here. Alright, so that's on bridge, and we'll call this splash. Primary bubbles. Okay. Alright, and is this used anywhere else? No. I'm going to keep it, though. Well, now, I just want to see if I had a task for this in my JIRA list. Oh, that's better. Yeah, there it is. Alright, I'm gonna commit this to source control. That's a good change. Oh, you know what? If I don't need some of these, then I can remove them. Let me delete assets I'm not going to commit. That I'm not going to use. So let's see. NS splash. I ended up not using this. Yeah, I thought I was going to use this, but I ended up not. That's pretty expensive. All these emitters just for that. And it's really more for an impact splash. I'd have to have like dozens and dozens, maybe hundreds of these. It doesn't quite work. So we're going to get rid of that. So I don't need these anymore. Oh, I am using one of them. Splash hit. Okay. Don't need this. Or this. Or these two. I think I am using this, yeah, of course. Stylize impacts. Meshes, you don't need this folder anymore. Effects. Okay, now I'm only down to the items I want to commit, so let's commit those, and we'll say improved quality of water splashing in Slog Bog. There's something else. I wanted to add a splashing trail to the log rides. I have to see if I think I'm going to do that another time. Alright, so let's see what I should do next. Now, let's see. I think I wanted to work on something different. Let me close this. And I'm going to switch to another version of Unreal that I want to use. Okay, so this has to do with the banner, with the capsule art for my game on Steam, or the banner art. I want to convince myself that the current banners are good and that they should not be changed. So let me show you what I mean by that. Let's bring it up here. so this is the capsule on the Steam page right now. But the thing is that this doesn't really reflect the 3D art style in the game. Kind of more of a Warcraft kind of Heroes of the Storm kind of art. So I'm doing a test where I'm going to try and recreate this, but with a different art style, and see what I get. Okay, so I'm bringing this. Oh, I gotta compile shaders. Ew. I was really hoping to work on this. Nuts. I'm gonna have to work on this on my other Windows login because I don't want to wait. I don't want to hold everyone up for this. Instead, let's go back to what I was working on before. Okay, so what I'm going to work on now is so another concern I have about the main menu. So you can do offline games as well as online games. And I think the offline options are a little confusing. If I'm a casual player, I want to just do I just want to do a one-player game. This solo single player. Let's see how I would do that. So that'd be under custom play. Create new. Yeah, play offline. Yeah, I just don't know about that anymore. Now, a year ago, I was pretty set on having this setup, and it looks all right, but if I just want to play a single-player match, just want to decompress a little bit, I have to drill through all these menus. But at the same time, I think 5 options in the main menu is enough. I have to think on that. Let me see what else I had in stock to do for my tier list. Oh, damage numbers. I was thinking about having damage numbers. So let's see, custom play. So yeah, quick match, which is good because that's one-click entry. Custom play. Maybe I should add an option here for single player. Now, you know what? I think I'm going to figure this out offline. Let's see. Yeah, this... Oh, and one last thing. I'm going to go to the custom match. Yeah, this I want to change a fair bit. May have to do this offline too, but what I want to do is have, so this is where you can set your teams up, have bot or closed or open. Yeah, I think this needs all redone along with the settings. Yeah, there's a lot of things I could start, but I don't want to do it online because I prefer to work on easier things on stream that doesn't have me kind of just zoning out or a lot of heads down time. So I think I'm going to hang it up pretty early here, and I'm just going to raid us off to Juscavino, who is currently working on a new game. So let's see what he's up to. So I'm going to raid us off. And so thanks everyone for coming. And this is for this bonus stream this Sunday, and I will see you all tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Central Time. All right, and looks like raid is just about ready. So thanks again, everyone, for showing up, and I will catch you later.